Hey, 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 we are back, y'all. Welcome to Let's Chat. How you doing?
I'm good, Lissha girl. How are you?
I can't hear you. T. I am good. I am good.
You can't hear me? Okay. All right. Let me
I can
see
hear
what's
you
going
now.
on here. My
I'll
volume
get
is
my
up.
camera together.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is that better? Is that
Look
better?
at
Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome to
it.
Let's Chat. Yes, because Travis is
It
coming
looks a
on.
little fuzzy, Lee.
I'm fuzzy.
Yeah, and there's
Hold
a
on.
big
You know, we
delay.
got to get
Can
it
you hear
together.
me clear?
Hold on. Let's see. Is that better, T?
Let me see. Yeah, it's a little better. Now I look fuzzy.
It's raining
You shifted it
here.
over. I still can't hear you though.
You can't hear me either?
That could be. It's like a 5-6 second delay.
I can hear you.
You can?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Let me see. Make sure my mic is up. All right. Is that better? It's not better?
See, I see you talking on the phone. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me still? I'm going to go out and I'm going to come back in.
Okay. Well, while we wait for Miss Lucy to get back into the studio, we want to welcome everybody this evening, this Thursday evening. There you go, Lisa. Let's see what is going on.
All right. You're a little muffled. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I still see you talking before I can hear you. You finished your sentence by the time I hear you.
Well, child, I don't know. I done did all I can do. It's raining here, so it's no telling what it is.
You want
And you're a
you
little
want me to go
muffled.
out and come back?
Yeah, try going out and coming back in.
Let
Can
me go
y'all
out and
hear?
come back.
Okay, because y'all know we got to get this right.
Okay.
Travis be here in 10 minutes. Hey, y'all. Hey, I see y'all. How y'all doing? Happy Thursday, y'all. How was y'all week? Child, this week was rough. What about y'all week? Was it all right? How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Hey, Maria Flint. Hey, Ty Marshall. Hey, Teresa B. Howe. Is that better, T?
Much better. Still slight, but not like it bad like it was.
Okay. I know what's going on. It is raining here, so y'all know. All those that have Xfinity, y'all know what it is. I have Xfinity, so sometimes they don't do right. They don't. They
Is
don't
that
do
the
right.
cable? Is that cable?
Yeah, that's internet.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't do right. They don't.
Well, we gonna make it do what it do tonight.
Yes, you're a little muffled. T. Are you using your mic? What mic are you using?
I'm using the mic on the computer.
Okay. All right. Okay, y'all. We're gonna get this party going. How y'all doing? I see y'all in the comments. Happy Thursday, everybody. So, T.
Yes.
Kanye running for president.
He's just taking away votes. It's always some shenanigans.
I just said that's what he said.
Oh,
That's what he said. He said he running for president. Hey, Gigi De Niro, Jonna B. Hey, y'all.
yeah. Leash, we had enough of Trump. Now we're gonna have to even think about contending with Kanye. Seriously?
Listen,
Wow.
Kanye got an album coming out. He
That's
just need a buzz. That's what that is.
that's what we talked about last week. People want to come on when they got some new stuff coming out.
Right, right. They got all this extra going on. They got to get all this uproar going. Why you can't have positive stuff behind whatever it is you're doing? Why is always got to be some drama? Even though drama does sell, but sometimes we want to see that. We want to hear that,
People want
especially in
good
this.
drama.
Right, but I think that everything is so sensitive right now, and everybody is so serious right now that
Uh-huh.
we don't have time to be playing no games like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have time. But go ahead on and open this up.
Absolutely. Want to once again welcome you guys to Let's Chat Live this Thursday evening. My name is Miss Toni, and I'm joined by one and only Miss Lissha. For all those that are joining us for the very first time, welcome. We appreciate you coming in tonight. Now, here on Let's Chat, Lissha and I started our radio journey about 6, 7 years ago, and we only celebrated literature because that's what we do. We bougie. We admit it now. We don't hold back. But now we celebrate all the arts, whether it's the music, acting, and we have talented people on tonight that are not even related to literature, but we love doing it in a royal way, no matter what it may be. Our show allows all our guests and our listening audience, and now our watching audience,
It
to
is raining
interact
here,
in the
so
intimate, fun,
y'all
and
know.
friendly environment. You get to hear the passion, and now you guys get to see the passion behind what it is we do. We have a great show lined up tonight with the one and only Travis Cura from BET's The Oval. We're going to find out what's been going on with him. And when you tune back in, we're going to have the one and only Mikey J. So we got a great show lined up tonight, Leash.
Absolutely. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of Trav, really, honestly. He is just doing it. And he don't stop.
He is.
Dear Marvel, we need you guys to make him a superhero. Travis wants to be a superhero. That is his dream. We need you to make this happen. Who do we contact?
We got people to sign the ballot. We have lots of people that will sign up for that ballot.
Absolutely. What about Black Lightning? Would he even do good on Black Lightning? I
Ooh.
think he would good. Listen, we need him to be a superhero now. This is what we trying to do. So we need them to see him as a superhero first, so they could be like, "Ooh, that's the next one."
But Leash, we can create our own superhero. Let's put that out there. What superhero could Travis be created into?
He could be on Black Panther 2 or 3.
That's true.
He could.
Let's get this going. We're gonna run that by him when we come to the chat room.
Absolutely. Welcome, 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 y'all. So, what y'all think? So, about this Kanye thing. We're gonna talk about it while we waiting on Trav to bust up in here and show us some love on today. What y'all thinking? Jonna B like she is not here for it, Kanye. Jonna B is not here for it. Not today.
I'm with you, Jonathan. I'm right there with you. He just taking up space.
Oh, hey. I'm just saying, dude.
He taking up much needed space. We trying to get out of a situation. He trying to pull us back in. We ain't got time for that.
we trying to get some stuff together. We ain't trying to be all over the place, floating around in imaginary la la land, oompa loompa land, because you want to be oompa loompa president. I don't have time.
Not the La La Land, Leash.
Yes, La La Land and Oompa Loompa president. He's running for Oompa Loompa president, y'all.
We ain't got room on the ballot paper for that.
No, we don't. We absolutely do not have time for him, and we don't have time for August Alsina. Yeah, I said it. Don't send me no inboxes. I don't have time for him either.
A lot of people say he probably got that inside track with our. I know I shouldn't be saying this because we are live and everybody sees us all over the world. So I'm gonna try to be a little more tactful. It's gonna be hard.
That's why I brought it up. Y'all don't know Miss Toni. Let me tell y'all about Miss Toni. Listen.
I'm trying.
She an editor with a hardcore red pen, but she like political and basketball, sports, everything all in the background. Let me tell you. That's why I said it, because I get her started.
You do. You really do, Leash. You really got. I was ready to say something that I should not be saying here on live TV.
Hey, Chicky Carver. Hey, cousin. How are you? How's Colorado doing? Listen, did y'all know? Did y'all see that we are on an additional platform? Yes, we are on Ebony TV. And starting tomorrow, yes, we'll have our big premiere that will happen on that site. So make sure y'all Google or you can do Apple or Google Play to get the app. You can go online to www.tmbtc.com and you'll see the Ebony TV tab. Just click podcast and you'll see your girls.
Absolutely. And don't forget to go to our YouTube channel and look up Let's Chat with Miss Toni and Lissha. Hit that subscribe button and also remember to hit that bell because you'll be notified every time one of our shows are uploaded. So we love all the support. We are so appreciative to everybody that has been supporting us throughout these years that we have been on radio. And now you guys get to see what we do live.
Listen, we got Jonna B started. She having a whole moment. We feel you, JB. We feel you. We here. We here with you. Because nobody
girl.
Here with you, girl. Jonna B said we ain't got time. The whole thing is a joke now.
And we all laughing because it is a joke.
Listen, we don't have time for that. But I mean, seriously. So let's just talk about it serious for a moment. So he wants to run for president. Y'all know I doubt that, right? Right? But even though he can get a popular, not even popular vote, even though he can get himself on the ballot, everybody knows the Electoral College picks the president. Kanye, have a seat, pick a side.
Have 2 seats.
Matter of fact, we need you to go on and sit in the back.
You said sit in the back. She put them in the back.
At the top of the bleachers, in the back, nosebleed seats, please. Have a seat, sir.
Oh my God. But Leach, a lot of times people get into things like this and then the seriousness of it is taken away. This is a major turning point in our country.
Yeah.
It really is. And we don't have time for all the shenanigans and all the wannabe spotlight takers like Kanye. Come on. What is he going to do as president of the United States? Seriously. People around the world don't take us serious as it is for these last 3.5 years. And we're really pushing us way back.
It's just ridiculousness.
So true.
So we got Trav. He is pulling up in the parking lot. So we're excited to have him on. Y'all have seen him on the Oval. Y'all have seen him on the cover of Crave magazine. Y'all have seen him on the cover of international magazines. And so we get to be able to celebrate him. I love when he comes on the show. when we ask him to come on, he doesn't tell us no. If he's busy and he got some things going on, he'll let us know, but he won't tell us no. And I appreciate and love him for that because he always shows his girls some love.
That's true. He's
He
also been
does
on the cover of people's books, literature books. So
cover
he's been on
models.
the covers of quite a few books. So it's been a minute since he's been in this chat room. So we got to catch up with him.
Yes, let's bring him on in.
Okay. Hey, Trav.
Hey,
Hey, Trev.
How you
how y'all doing?
doing?
I'm good, y'all.
You over there working, huh?
Man, yes. I mean, I guess that's a good problem to have, right? That's a great problem to have.
It is. It really is.
You know, I was able to go to your premiere for the Oval. So super proud of you. I'm always so proud of you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
you gotta tell us how it went down. Tell us how it went down.
Like how I at the premiere or how I got the job.
How you got on the Oval?
Okay, so I had did this project maybe I don't know maybe 2-3 years ago. It was really just a teaser, well not a teaser but like a trailer to a movie that we was gonna do later on. So they just wanted to put the trailer out and we did it. And the movie it never happened, but somehow Tyler Perry Studios got a hold of that trailer. And they was like, from what I understand, because somebody called me, was like, "Hey, Tyler Perry about to call you," and I'm like, "Really? Like, why?" But it was because of that. I'm like, "Well, why?" I didn't know what to expect, and then I didn't believe it either. But again, we did. Somehow they saw it, and they reached. Somebody was like, "Hey, Tyler Perry," was like, "Who was that guy? Let's get him in for an audition." And maybe like a week after he had saw it, I was somebody was contacting me and I was getting emails and all kind of stuff, man. And they were like, come up to the studio, he wants to audition you. And I'm like, okay, yeah, like, is this serious? They was like, yeah. So I went up there and I remember getting to the gate because how if you know how his studio is, you ain't getting on that campus.
It's for Knox. It's for Knox site.
Listen, you ain't getting on that campus if you ain't invited. So to get there and it was like, oh, okay, yeah, Mr. Kim, we was expecting you. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. And I got in there and I did my thing, man. And the first time I did audition for it, I didn't get it. That's the crazy thing. I didn't get it. Yeah, I didn't get it. He called me, Tyler Perry called me himself. The same day I did audition, and called me and asked me, he's like, what's going on? And I was like, well, what do you mean? What's going on? He was like, I saw your audition. And I was like, all right, cool, yeah, and he was like, well, I think you can do better and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, all right, he was like, well, what is it that you want to do? I was like, I want the job. He was like, okay, well, when can you audition again? I said, I can come right now. If you want me to. And he was like, no, I'll give you a day and you come in tomorrow. And I was like, all right, cool. So the same thing happened. I got no sleep that night because I was like, let me learn these lines and do whatever it is I got to do. And I made phone calls and called all kind of coaches and teachers and just everybody. Like, what did I do wrong or whatever? But it was like, first thing, stay calm down. It's not that big of a deal, Well, it is that big of a deal because he can hire anybody he wants. And you blew it the first time and he's going to give you a second try. That means he wants you.
Right.
But, already. So be calm. He wants you. You just need to see, a little more. So I went in, did it again. He called me again late that night and was like, man, I saw it. Amazing job. I just wanted to congratulate you on securing that spot as Bobby. And I was like, all right, cool. So he's like, man, we'll be in touch. And then, man, his people got in touch with me and everything just started happening. I'm like, oh man, my whole life, almost changed like overnight. So yes, man. Like it was man. Like I still to this day I can't believe it because like I said I blew it the first time, and I'm like I didn't know what I did wrong, but I blew it. And he could have easily just went with somebody else, but he was like, hey man, I pretty much want you to be this guy, but you need to show me something, and I did that. So that's how it happened. Just off of something I had did years ago, and it got me an audition.
That takes
yes.
Right, but that takes you to you never know who's paying attention. You never know who's watching you.
You never know.
You never know.
and they all
That's
watch it.
right.
They all
That's
watch it.
right. Okay, so tell us about Bobby's character.
Bobby. All right. So again, back to the audition. So when I auditioned for 3 roles. I auditioned for Bobby, I auditioned for Kareem, the pharmacist, and I auditioned for Max, the agent. But they ended up giving me Bobby. But once I really once I got the entire script to see how Bobby, see who Bobby was, I was like, man, he isn't that much far away from who I am in real life, despite a few things. But because Bobby, he's very calculated, mysterious in his own way. He likes to be in charge. He likes to take charge, and he likes to know that he's a few steps ahead of everybody. Whatever somebody's thinking or whatever somebody may be thinking, he likes to think that I know what you're thinking. Even if you decided something else, I knew you was going to decide that as well. You know what I mean? So he's
Would
like
you
a
call him a
alpha in
narcissist?
control kind of guy.
Would you call him a narcissist?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I would.
You would.
But he means well. He means well, and he could be trusted. So,
Ah,
but there are secrets about him that nobody really would really know about him. But I think Lily is kind of going, break that shell because she's actually somebody he ended up liking. That was a job, pretty much. This is something that Bobby does all the time. So to actually, fall in love with the work.
mm,
That's
Right.
that's something to say. So
right. Change the
hmm
script.
switch the whole script. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say, I want to go back though. I want to
Okay.
go back to your goal moment, because you were the ambassador to Crave magazine. You've
hmm
done a lot of things,
hmm
but I want to go back to that goal moment. So when we say goal moment, that's where thought and execution come together. Because a lot of times we always talk about this on the show. We're very mindful about how we speak to other people and
hmm
what we pour into other people, and less mindful about how we speak and pour into ourselves.
Okay.
And so normally, whatever you end up doing, you probably thought about 4 or 5 times, but ended up talking yourself out of.
hmm
So, what was your goal moment like when you were like, boom, I'm about to make this happen?
Um. So if anybody knows my story, I started off doing the modeling, and with the modeling, I wouldn't say it's easy, but I mean it's really nothing to it. You look good. You stand there, you take a few pictures, move around a little bit, get a couple angles, and most of the time the photographer will be like, move like this, move like that. So doing that, easy. Like I said, easy. So then when I got approached with the acting, I was like, okay, well, yeah, let's do it. I'm pretty sure it's nothing to that. Whatever. I did the modeling. I'm not opposed. I'm not afraid of the camera. Let's do that. And I found out real quick that that is not the same thing.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? By far, like that is a whole different lane. But it was something that I felt like I can do, and I like to see myself on camera, so I made the transition. But the goal moment for me was when I figured out, man, I can do this. You know, this is something I can do. And I really want to do it. So like when I did my very first, no, I'll say my second film, not my first one. The first one, like whatever. But but after I did my second one, man, that's when it kind of clicked. And I was like, you know what, man, this is for me. This is what was meant for me because after that I started to excel and things started to go quick. Because I'm an athlete, so sports for me was my thing. But
Right.
when you got your mindset on something, like this is what it's gonna be, and I don't want to do nothing else. But you're like, why is it not working? I know I'm good at it. I'm better than a lot of people. I work harder than I feel like I work harder than everybody else. Why is this not working? So to do something else that I'm like I really didn't care for, and to see that I was excelling and I was actually pretty good at it, and then once I put my mind to it, I'm like, man, this is what I'm gonna do. Let me put some effort. Boom, the Tyler Perry thing came, and I'm like, man, this is it for me. There is nothing else that I desire. The whole sports thing, I let that ship sail a long time ago, but now I'm enjoying watching it because I'm still where I planned on being, but doing something else.
That's awesome.
You
But
know?
what with the acting, Trav? How do you see that as growing you? You know, you've grown into this, and we, like Lissha
Mm-hmm.
said, we've seen you from Crave Magazine. You know, we've
Mm-hmm.
been in your presence, we've joked and talked with you, and now you're at
Yeah.
a different level. How do you feel that this really portrays who Travis Cure is?
With the acting, for the longest, man, I did a little bit of military service, so for a very long time, I wasn't vulnerable. I wasn't in touch with my sensitive side, and I
Mm,
never really understood
right.
how to even portray that. But then when you get into these characters, and your character calls for you to have to be vulnerable or feel or have some kind of care about something when a lot of things you don't care about, you learn a lot about yourself, and you come into situations, man, when you like, man, I really like that I really do feel some kind of way
Mm-hmm.
about her or it or whatever the job is or whatever is going on. So a lot of questions I had for myself, I had the answers now, but through acting, going to acting class, and I'm being on in front of the class, and somebody saying, be vulnerable. You got to be sad. You got to
Mm-hmm.
cry. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
to be able to go to those spaces, it has to be real within.
Mm-hmm.
You can't cry fake. That you got to think about
Yeah,
something that's
feel
gonna
it.
make you got to feel it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So it helped me grow as a person because now I know who I am. I know what I love to do. I know what makes me sad. I'm not afraid to be like, man, look, I don't like that.
Right.
This
Right.
that's not gonna work for me.
Mm-hmm.
Or that ain't enough money. I need some more.
That's it.
I know how to politely say those things, or no, I can't. I can't do your project
Mm-hmm.
anymore because I'm on another level, and
Right, right.
that stuff that I used to do back then, for nothing or little or nothing, I'm not doing that no more.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
I know how not to not say it like that, but be like, right now, just that wouldn't be, a good thing for me
Mm-hmm.
right now. So, it helped me grow in that aspect, man. I feel like I can speak now. I'm not that little shy person. Like for as long as I couldn't even stand on stage and be talking in front of people on the microphone. Still now to this day, I still don't do it. But now I'm more so like, man, I give it a try. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. You know what I mean? They can laugh. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This ain't easy for somebody to do.
And
So
speaking into that, Trav, you know, Leash and
mm,
I here on the show, we have she and I both we have a strong work ethic, you know, and
mm,
being on the Tyler Perry studio and around the different actors that are, you know, part of the crew, how
mm.
has your work ethic changed? Just watching those people do their thing, has your work ethic changed as an
um, I like to feel like I always had a strong work ethic because I feel like I can have whatever I want as long as I work for it. And if you and there's a lot of things that I want, so I'm going to work. And I coming from the military, you never give up. You work hard. You give your best. First person there, last person to leave. But
Mhm.
seeing other people who um wanted to do this, like who actually does what I
Right.
do, that's been doing it and that
Hmm.
loves it and just eat, sleep, breathe it, which I do now. But before,
Hmm.
you cling on to those guys because you watch how or girls and you watch how they handle themselves. You watch how they like the ethic that it takes to get into that realm. You like, man,
Hmm.
okay, this is how that goes. I know with Sierra, who plays Lily, I went to her room and she had her vision board on the wall, and she had like the therapeutic mist, spraying, and she had the ocean music on,
Hmm.
and and I go to my room and I'm like, man, this is kind of like, this is all right, but those are things that I've learned. You go in your space, you
Yeah.
get your trailer, your suite, whatever. You go in there, you make it yours. You make it how you
Right.
want it, whatever it is that's gonna help you to concentrate and focus and center and get ready to do your job. You make that situation
Hmm.
yours.
That's
And
real.
in some instances where somebody would say something in a scene or do something, you watch them and you be like, you would be like, man, how would you say this? Because normally in my regular life, I wouldn't say that. So how would you even say that and make it come off,
Right.
real?
Hmm.
A lot of those guys and girls, they will have an answer for you. You're like, okay, well, try this. Ever in your life this happened? How did you feel? Well, it's the
Hmm.
same thing. Make it like that.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
my work ethic, far as nothing, well, not being, because I like the gym. So my work ethic, far as outside of that and getting into my mental, and preparing for a role
Mm-hmm.
has changed a lot.
Really?
You know,
Absolutely.
yes,
So
because
what's
that
that
focus, that's a
process
whole different
like?
focus.
What's that
Mm-hmm.
process like?
Okay,
How do you get your creative juices flowing?
okay. So I will read everything that what's on the script, like verbatim. Just read it exactly how they wrote it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would go back and do it how I would do it.
Add your
You know what I
flavor
mean?
to
Like add my flavor to it, but still kind of sticking close to whatever it is. It's because they don't really like for you to change their words like drastically, but you can add on something to the end, or
Right.
something to give you a little flair. Because at the end of the day, they just want it to be natural
it. Mm-hmm.
and get the point that I'm trying to get to the audience to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, don't go away from what it is that I wrote, because I wrote that. That ain't. I hired you to say what I wrote. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
that's that's not
So
on the paper. That's not on the paper. So you need to go back
nah,
and figure
and
that out.
he'll say it too. Cut. Yeah, that's not what it says right there. Just stick to the script. Thank you. You know, but 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 for the most part, they give you they give you a lot of creative direction, so they let you go in. So really, when you are going in, I'm going in as Bobby, but I'm really kind of saying what it is that Travis would say, but just with a different kind of mannerism.
Mm-hmm.
You know
It
what I
gives it a
mean? Like
little
Travis would.
right. It gives a little natural flow, a little natural flavor of
Yes,
who you are.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's what
yep,
you're bringing
yep,
to it.
yep.
Right, because in order to sell that character, you will have to not only sell yourself, but you're selling the character at the same time. So you have to
Yes,
breathe that character at some point in time. So
Mm-hmm.
what
you have
type
to be that
of
person.
absolutely. So
You have to
what
be that person.
I know you talked about a little bit about what similarities you and Bobby have, and there's a few flaws that you're like, yeah, that's not me. Um,
Mm.
how has Bobby grown from the first scene that you did to now?
To okay, so in the beginning, every week like that, this was our first time, like all of us ever even working with each other first and foremost. So when you get ready to go to a job, it may be somebody somebody you familiar with, but then it may be a complete behind stranger. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? So in the beginning, man, the nerves are through the roof. You got those knots in your stomach. You like, man, I really want to do a good job. And then you got people flying in, and you like, I know they serious and professional about their stuff, so I don't want to be in the scene with somebody and I feel weak or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But once everybody made that initial when we all met up, and we all sat around and we talked and
Mm-hmm.
everything, man, we became friends and family, man. Everything just kind of switched. Like, it's like now I can call Sierra or the guy that plays Donald or whoever and be like, man, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
What y'all cook? What y'all got cooking over there? And it just it made everything so much easier, because when you go to in a job like that, or any job that you consider your career, man, it shouldn't be. When you go there, them people aren't coworkers, man. Them people should be family.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
for me, it just made everything easier, because now we family, and then the Oval gonna be around for some time, so we gonna all be together for a very long time. So
Mm-hmm.
after that first week, man, after it was just like, I mean, I don't even consider it work. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
you know what I mean. So, man,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, gosh, man, it's hard to even answer that, because, like, I'm so set in that, man, and so used to just being, myself, and then being Bobby, and it's just like, we just one. I could really turn it on and turn it off at any moment. Bobby is a
Mm-hmm.
little more serious than I am. As a
Mm-hmm.
as a person, as a character.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But when it comes time to get into Bobby, because like a lot of times I go and I'll be talking to my friends and I say something, they be like, "Is that Bobby?" Yeah. Like, I feel you, man. So now, now I got to deal with that. People call you Bobby, you Bobby, you ain't Bobby right now. I'm like, man, stop it, stop it,
I
stop
know it's
playing.
like today's Thursday. Who are you?
Now we always talk about when you go to a certain level and not knowing and making sure that you have those right people around you, because everybody can't go with you when you go to certain levels. You do have those seasonal people that are around you, and it's human nature for us to keep everybody and hold tight to them and keep them forever, but we cannot. So what do you do to make sure that you keep the right people around you at all times?
So that's funny that you said that. I'm a firm believer in that, and the only reason why I say that because the only way to get through the experience something is through experience. So I was always that guy. Even now, still going out and doing regular people stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and acting like I'm not on one of the top shows on TV right now. And for a long time, I struggled with that, and I would always be like, man, I'm just so sick of this person, or why is this kind of stuff happening? And I learned that, the people that you're hanging out with, man, things are different
Right.
now.
Mhm.
Now you got a lot to lose, and it's like when somebody do something, make them, do some boneheaded stuff or something that you just like, man, why am I doing this? Or the stuff that you used to do, you gotta cut it out because in order to keep what you have or to gain more, sacrifices are necessary.
That's
Whether
right.
that's people,
Mm-hmm.
bad habits, stuff that you used to do, that stuff has to stop because now
Mm-hmm.
things are different. And the
Mm-hmm.
people that you're gonna be around and the things that you're gonna be doing, you're gonna have eyes on you now.
That's right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
So you don't want your career to end as fast as it started.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So for me, I want longevity in what it is that I'm doing, and I want to continue to be successful and make great movies and stay focused and be able to get into my characters. But if you out here, I don't know, drinking and driving or something like that, like you
Mm-hmm.
used to. Not saying that I did it, but
Mm-hmm. We won't tell
we
nobody.
all had some.
But that's the best part. Like
We all
Travis
did some
is
crazy
just he's just
but
so
stuff like
he's
that.
real. He's just real. Like listen, I done done some crazy stuff. Everybody done did it. I'm just saying, but at some
Everybody
point in
did it.
time, you gotta grow up and be like, I can't do that no more. No, thank you.
I can't do that no more. I can't risk it. Because the
That's
first
true.
thing they gonna say is actor Travis Curry that plays Bobby on the Oval was drinking. You like, oh man. So not only did you make yourself look bad, but you made Tyler Perry look bad. Everybody that you was working with, your family, your kids, your fans,
Mm-hmm.
everybody just upset because you decided to do something that you probably shouldn't be doing anyways. But if you were going to be doing it, don't be a star and do it. Be a regular person.
Right.
Right.
Right. And also,
You know
Travis,
what I mean?
I
Because
want
that
to go back
opportunity
to.
you got there, somebody would love it.
That's true. And I want to go back to
Say it
something
again.
you said. It doesn't feel like you go to work now because you love what you do. But I think when you get to a point when you do go to work and it's not work, I think that's a blessing to be into. And like you said, you don't want to lose that blessing based on some boneheaded activity that could have been easily avoided. Can you hear me?
I
You
can
got a
hear you.
little,
Yeah, it was like breaking up a little bit.
you got a little
Can you
Okay.
hear me?
background noise. Yep, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
that thing. It's like okay. It was like, is it staticing when I talk?
Yeah, it was a little static.
It's raining in Georgia. I know
Yeah,
I live in.
my
It's raining out here where
yeah,
I am.
it's raining there, storming like crazy. But it's like as soon as you start
Ah,
talking, it's be like static. I'm like, dang, I couldn't hear nothing.
okay. Now, let me try it
Okay.
again. Is this better? Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I can still hear you. As long as you can hear me clear,
Yeah,
I'm
we
fine.
can hear you. Okay. But I was
All
saying,
right.
as you get to a point where you go to work and it's not work, it's something that you enjoy doing, you don't want to base it. You don't want to lose it based off a boneheaded
No.
by someone else. You worked hard to get to that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then
Like
at the same time, those people around you, you want to know that they respect you enough and they support you enough to make sure that they mind they P's and Q's because
Right.
whatever they do reflects you, even if you didn't do it or not.
That's true.
absolutely. You know, and then too, you gotta also understand too, man, that favor ain't fair. So the people around you, man, they get jealous or whatever the case may be, man, and
That's
somebody
right.
else to ruin it for you intentionally, and you would never know that. But
That's
just because
true.
somebody feels some kind of way about your success, that can do something like that can really that can mess you up too. You know what I
That's
That's
mean?
true.
So it's unfortunate, but that's something that
That's
can
so
happen, man,
true.
as well. So like I said, man, sacrifices will be made, and they just got to understand, as you're, and it's like I'm not cutting nobody off. I don't want to understand that I'm not hanging out like that no more like I used to. Especially if I got to get ready to go to work. If I'm not
That's
going to
right.
work or like time, still,
Mm-hmm.
I respect what I got going on. I ain't trying to be out here all the time, types of night, and I'm not trying to drink and drive. If I'm drinking, I'm a Uber, just making different decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But once we get closer to the time of working, all of that stops. So
Yeah.
it's like, and especially even my friend, I get ready to go to work in a month. I expect you not to even ask me to go nowhere because you know how I get when I get in work mode.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? But if nobody, like I said, if nobody understands that or they're not trying to respect that or trying to hear it, then it's like, I appreciate you, but
There's nothing we can do though.
we can't continue. This can't continue. Whatever it is, our
That's
friendship ain't. It's not a friendship. I can put you in associate mode for a second, and then when I'm done, we could kind of come back and finish our friendship. But if not, then understand. But I
right.
apologize in advance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But those that are truly
You
in your
know?
corner tribe, they're
Yes.
gonna make sure you're doing right. They're gonna check you before you even realize, like, hey, you're not supposed to be doing this, or you got this. Let's
Yes.
do what we gotta do. They're gonna make sure you're straight. Those that are really in your corner.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So it's like now, but it's not lonely up there. It's people up there
Right.
that's thinking the same way you thinking. So everything is gonna be fine. You know what I mean? That's
That's
just a
right.
whole new level of friends and a whole new level of way of doing things. Because just like don't nobody want to be out there caught doing something crazy. If it's
Mm-hmm.
5, 6 of us thinking the same thing, we gonna have a good time because everybody respect everybody. Don't nobody want nothing to be out, and whatever it is that we doing right here is between us, and this is that. And we could
Right.
be happy and be ourselves in here, but then when we get out there with the real world, we know how to, we can turn that back off and be what the people see.
Right.
Still be regular, but I'm saying, you know what I mean. Just like I said, out drinking in
Mm-hmm.
public, just doing crazy stuff. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I
Yes,
mean?
absolutely. Because whenever you see it, you like you will give them the side eye like. Now didn't I just see you get an award the other day?
Look,
I heard
you
like
like,
that.
so you like, man, you like, man.
Wait, like where his people at? He don't have people. I'm glad I got
Right, like,
people. He ain't got people.
Like, where your people at?
where your people at? Look, I would go somewhere by myself in a heartbeat. You hear me?
I
So
know that.
you got the Oval that's on season 2, but you also have
Mm-hmm.
another movie coming up. Tell us a little bit about that, as much as you can.
Say it again.
I say you have the Oval that's on season 2, but you also have another movie coming up. Tell us a little bit about that.
Which movie you talking about?
How many movies you got? How
Look
many? How
at
many
you.
you got?
Don't be trying to get
Actually,
you know.
three.
Look, I'm just saying. You can tell us about them all. What's
All
all
right.
all the thing you want to
So
steal?
We love exclusives.
I have a few things. Well, I really don't know when they gonna come out now because with everything that's going on, man, everything got pushed and slowed and just right now it's just I don't really know what the heck, but you know, even during the quarantine, I was right before the quarantine, I had done a movie. We filmed about man 12 days, 12, 16 days, something like that.
Mhm.
We knocked that out, and then even during the quarantine, I was able to do a short film, and then just recently, I was called at the last minute to fill in for somebody, so I went and done that, and I go back again on Saturday to do that. But release dates, uh,
Who knows, right?
I don't really know. Nah, like that, man. Everything is just crazy. It's like, man, I'm working, but I'm ready to see some of this stuff. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But nobody knows anything. But yeah, I have a few things I'm working on, and a couple things in the making, getting ready to come, and then a few things lined up the rest of the year because, like I said, right when the pandemic hit, everything that was supposed to be got pushed. So, man, once the city open back up, if it ever does, I'm gonna be, man, like super busy, and I look forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Absolutely. We
Mm-hmm.
so appreciate you,
Yeah.
Travis. Now we know your dream is to be a superhero. So me and T was thinking, because we know, what about like a character on
Oh, yeah,
Black Lightning? Have you seen Black Lightning?
say again.
I said we know that your dream is to be a superhero. So what about even a character on Black Lightning? Have you seen Black Lightning?
Yes, I see Black Lightning. I love Black Lightning.
Well, we got a campaign for you to be a superhero on that.
Man,
Look at his
man,
face.
I would, man. Look, y'all know somebody?
We can find who we got to find. Listen, we can find who we got to find.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. We'll make it
Listen,
happen.
all I need to do is get in the dough. Man,
Well,
please, like that one and Luke Cage. Remember they did Luke Cage?
Well, you know,
You
Luke
know,
Cage
and I'm
was
looking like,
canceled, but they still have other.
yeah.
They got Arrow.
mm-hmm.
All yes, I know about all of those shows. Like man, Iron Fist and
Yeah.
man, it's so many. Like I'm just here, like man, is somebody gonna call me because I need to be one of those guys. You know,
We do.
Right, we're gonna find out who we gotta call.
Yeah,
And then we're gonna knock
who
on
we gotta
doors.
call?
Oh.
Who we gotta call?
And then even Black Panther, the next one. I mean, hey, I'm sure they can find y'all can find something for him in Black Panther. Listen.
Man, when I tell you that would be the one. You know, but we have, but I honestly think we have a chance at that because I don't think that comes out till either 2021 or 2022, and so they haven't even casted for that yet. So you know, we gonna figure something out because we gonna be on that. We gonna speak that.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
We gonna speak it.
Absolutely.
We gonna speak that.
We about to put that thing on out there. We done put it out there. So y'all
We
listen.
gonna put it out there.
Travis gonna be in Black Panther. So
yeah,
y'all,
and we gonna replay this and
find
let the
out who
people
we
know.
gotta call.
Put it out there.
That's right.
Absolutely. We so appreciate you coming to kick it with us here in the chat room. You always
Thank you so much for having me.
never tell us no, and you're always here whenever we call on you, and we appreciate you.
No problem.
We appreciate you, Travis. And if we can't get you on, we're gonna create a superhero for you.
Please. And I'm gonna play the heck out of them.
You know. Thanks so much, Travis.
Thank y'all so much, man. Thank you for having me. Anytime. Call me. I'm on here.
Absolutely. We love you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
He's so cool.
You saw his face light up. He was like, yes, I know Black Lightning.
Oh, I know that.
Know somebody? Listen, everybody can be found. Social media.
Right.
Listen, everybody can be found. Everybody can be found.
Mm-hmm. We can do what we got to do. Just putting it out there.
Oh my God, I love it though. I just to see his growth and to see from where he started to now. I am so super proud of him. You know, so super proud of him, and he stays just kind of Travis. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't change up. He doesn't move, even though he has to move differently. He's still Travis. You know, and so I'm blessed to be able to call him a friend. We're blessed to be able to call him a friend to the show, and we will continue to support him as well.
Absolutely. We're going to get him out there where we want to see him and superhero light.
All right, y'all. We're going to take a brief break. We will be back with singer, songwriter, Mikey J. He has so much going on with his movies, albums. So he's going to talk with us here in the chat room live.
Okay. All right.